All right, welcome back. So this is going to be part two of this series we're doing. And as you can tell, the ducklings are getting a lot bigger faster than the chicks. So we're going to get the outside brooder going today. That way they have plenty of room to move around. That brooder's a lot bigger, so it's going to have a lamp on each side. And what I do is, the reason I do that is it allows them to move to either cool off or get warm. We're going to have some cooler nights, so there is some vents on there. I'm going to have to completely shut those off. Usually I use cardboard or even feed bags. I'll just screw those to over the windows, and that helps keep the heat in. And it works fairly well. I can also lower and raise the heat lamp depending on what they need. But real quick, I want to touch on something. I was mentioning about the ducklings, not put them in water starting out. I was incorrect. The mother does not actually put the oil on them directly. When she makes the nest, she puts her feathers in the nest, just like a chicken does. They pluck all the feathers off their, not all of them, but a spot on their stomach that comes in direct contact with the eggs. The ducklings actually will get that waterproofing from those feathers because it takes a week to 2 weeks, depending on breed, or sometimes longer, for them to produce their own oils for them to put onto them. But I just wanted to correct that real quick. So let's go out here. The only thing we're going to need, we've already got one heat lamp out there. We'll have to take another one, is some landscape cloth. Because the bottom of this is actually mesh, allows all the droppings to go through. But for now, until they're able to regulate their own heat, we'll put this down on the bottom, and then we'll cover this with the bedding, with the pine shavings. I like doing this too, instead of putting a solid bottom. It's easier to clean out. All I gotta do is just fold this stuff up, and I mean, it costs you a couple bucks, $5. Cost me $5. I can just fold it up, pull it out, and roll it all up, throw it in a bag, and take it to the dump. It's not a big issue, but because normally, and it helps to keep the moisture level down because it can dry, because it can still get some air from the bottom, but it's not enough to cause them to catch cold. So let's go out here and do that, and I'll kind of show you what we got. You pretty girl. So these are the ducks, the adult ducks we have, my son has, and then these are some of our beautiful girls. Different ages. Let's go over here and get this taken care of. All right, as you can see, the inside of this, we got that mesh netting in there. Actually have aluminum foil all down the side on both sides. And then we've got cardboard, and then we do have feed bags. The aluminum foil helps keep that heat inside. This was made for quail, so you can kind of see the nesting boxes for the quail. It's not a big deal. They'll usually get up in there and nest, and kind of teach them to get up off the ground, or not nest, but get up there and perch and sleep. But this is a lot bigger. See if I can get you in here, show you how we got the heat lamps. Let's do. As you can see here, there's the heat lamp up top, and we'll have them on both sides. And you can see down here the hanger for the other one is right there. It does allow some heat out through the top, through the little gap right here, but that's fine. We have, like I said, it's warm enough in here. But yeah, so this is, like I said, this is our outside brooder. It's a little bit bigger than what we need, but I've held up to 200 meat chickens in here with no problem. And I was able to keep them in here for about 3 weeks. So let's get this taken care of, and I'll be back with you when I get this cloth put down. All right, cloth is down. I'm gonna go get the shavings, and then we'll talk about it. The wind's blowing a little bit, so it's fighting me right now, so I'll be back. All right, so we got that side done. Now we're gonna get this side done. All right, we got it completely done now with the bedding. So I gotta get these lights set up and see if we can get the temperature up, and then we'll come back and show you what it looks like within a minute. All right, so now we got one side completed. We got our light on, heating up. That over there is not going because the light we have for that side is actually inside with the inside brooder right now. But this is pretty much it. We'll get the water and the feeder in here, and then we're gonna move everybody out. We may wait till tomorrow because we've got some storms coming in tomorrow, so it may be late. It may be Wednesday before I get them out here, but I don't want to move them out when they're talking about possible tornadoes and stuff. So, but anyway, just get you a brooder set up. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Is here. These are some pallets. I got them for free. They're not treated chemicals. They are actually heat treated. You can make a brooder out of that. Like I said, you can use a tote. You can just buy the bin. But as far as the pallets go, any of your local stores, just ask them. Stop by, ask them. You can make a complete brooder like that. Keep in mind, if you raise them in the house, it's a lot of dust. And you have to deal with the smell. You got to constantly clean it out. Ducks, you may have to clean out twice a day. Or baby chicks, you may actually get a couple of days when you first get them. But it don't take a lot of money to start out, far as building something for them. Like I said, this was a quail pen that I traded for. But you can use almost anything you can seal up where you can remove the lid. Just use your imagination. You could probably use an old toy box, something like that, something you have laying around. But ducks are a whole nother thing. They make a lot of mess with water. That's why I like this, because even with the flakes in it, the water is going to go straight through. So I don't have to clean as much. I just clean that wet area and then put fresh, and then put my feeder and water back down. But so, like I said, brooder setup, just make sure if you want to be able to lower and raise your temperature. With a bulb, you do that by simply raising or lowering the whole bulb. So just keep that in mind. The way I got it set up inside, I just point it directly down at the birds, the baby chicks, and they can move away over time and get further away from the light. But you just play it by ear, or so you again, you don't want to have, they don't need the heat all the time as they get older. You want to climatize them where it's just, you might be able to take them outside for a little bit, let them scratch around. Be careful with your other birds if you have other birds. You want to watch them. Some of the kits actually come with a little piece of corrugated plastic, or I think it's cardboard actually. You can set that out and put them inside there and let them scratch around a little bit. Let them be chickens. Do what chickens do. As far as your protein, if you want to give them a little extra protein, you can feed them some mealworms. Just not too many though. I've seen people mix mealworms with their feed, give them a little bit more protein. But you do need the higher protein when they're younger, and the ducks require high protein anyway. And here's the setup inside. As you can see here, we got just the metal tub. The light is mounted to it, and then I have a wire going up to support it just to make sure it doesn't fall in there. But as you can tell, the ducklings are getting too big, so we're about to move them out. I think we're going to go ahead and do that now. Alright, so, and here we go. They're all set up here. We got the ducks in here, since they're getting bigger faster than the chicks, baby chicks. And that's pretty much it. It's a good little setup. Like I said, I got it for almost nothing. I did a trade. But you can make a brooder out of just about anything. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and see you in the next one.